What is going on, guys? My name is Soccerbos. Welcome to today's video. Now today we are taking on Dark Elves, and it's leading by none other than the Witch King himself, Malekith, on his big ass black dragon. Now I played this matchup a lot as Beastman against Dark Elves. I found that the least giving me the most trouble is always gonna be Malekith on the dragon, because it really it's really tanky, and also you can cast Soul Stealers to heal himself, and also it's very resilient to missiles. So Centigo's throwing axis is just gonna take forever to take him down, because he's got 20% physical on top of 25% missile resistance. So amazing stuff. And also Malekith can do a lot of damage with his spells, and also the Dragon Breath. So yeah, I think picking Malekith into Beastman is actually the way to go. Very competitive. And for the front line we have 3 Dread Spears. These are shielded, anti-large, chaff, pretty much. And they are actually much better than normal chaff units. And also we have 2 Doomfire Warlocks on each flank, and one of them is the Snanish Harvesters, which is the Regiments of Renown version. And we have 2 Cold One Knights, we have 2 Sisters of Slaughters, and we have 1 Cold One Chariot, and that's the army. I think 5 infantry is okay, and 4 cav units, and 1 heavy hitter chariot, and also Malekith. It's a very well resolved list. I think it's definitely it's definitely not too shabby, and especially Sister of Slaughters. I think from my past experience, when I pick Beastman fighting Dark Elves, Dark Elf player pretty much always pick these guys, because Sister of Slaughters can provide a lot of tankiness to your infantry department. So Beastman is just gonna suffer against them, because none of Beastman infantry is gonna stack up well against them, I guess. So for my units, I have these guys, the Gorha regiments. So they are very solid, turns out to be, and they are Black Horn Ravagers. Now these guys, the best thing about them, besides the incredible looking, is this thing, Rody. It basically provides a perfect vigor, which is awesome. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spears, and then we have 4 Centigo with throwing axes. We have 3 Centigos with a great weapon. We have 2 Chariot Lord. One of them is the Kathrak Chariot. The other one is a Bright Shaman Death. So I recently ditched Lore of Beast, which I think is a mistake. I still think Lore of Beast is the way to go. The Summon Manticore is just too powerful. And also we have 2 Harpies on the air. That's it. That's the army, and let's see exactly how this battle is gonna play out. Now, I'm basically pushing in from my opponent's right flank, trying to do some initial damage with my Centigo throwing axis. But the thing is, I need to be a little bit careful about the Malekith, because 1 breath sideways into the Centigo throwing axis is gonna do a lot of hurt. And here I'm just trying to maneuver my infantry units, because all of them are stalk, which means none of them gonna get spotted by my opponent, which is also nice. And now my opponent actually spot this Ungos Screaming Herds, but the Ungos actually got a very favorable matchup against those Cold One Knights, which is awesome. And here these Shin Harvesters is gonna suffer, because I cast a Fatal Buna onto them, and they're just gone like that. Now there's a big Soul Stealer casted on absolutely everything, which is fantastic for my opponents. All my Sentinels got casted that on, so all of them are gonna take a lot of hurt, which is awesome. Look at the damage, it's just disgusting. Okay, I quickly dodged away from that, and now the focus is the Code 1 Chariot. There you go, just trying to use my utilize my throwing axis. And here I think I have another favorable matchup here. I'm gonna slow things down a little bit. So these Code 1 Knights got savaged down by Sentinels and 2 units of spears. So this is definitely in favor of me. And also here I just trying to do a big old flank into the rear of those Doomfire Warlocks, because right now this battle is even, but Sentinels actually got damaged by the Code 1 Knights together with these Doomfire Warlocks. But here at the back we have 1 more Sentinels and 2 more spears. And now that's gonna be a big so far or something. Not sure the name. But here Malakas actually dived onto the spears and basically rout them off. All my Sentinels are retreating while shooting into him. And that's the Soul Blight. Yes, Soul Blight. Luckily it only casted on 1 Sentinel unit, which is nice. And these guys needs to be pulled in straight away though. There you go. Now we're gonna catch this glorious charge of the Sentinel's great weapon. Even though they got casted Soul Blight, huh? I think they're gonna suffer. But the thing is, those two spears gonna grind these guys down because none of them have a lot of armor. There you go, both of them are routing, which is nice. But my Sentinel great weapon really suffered. A lot of them got casted that initial damage. And here, these Code 1 Knights is gonna get butchered. But here, there's another great cast of the Soul Stealer onto absolutely 4 units. That's gonna heal up Malakas once again, and also it's gonna do a lot of hurt to all of them. Look at the HP damage, absolutely disgusting. And now Malakas decided to dive in onto one of my Sentinel throwing axes, which is awesome. There you go, a biting. Quickly shifting them away, but it's a little bit too late, and this unit is very close to the white 9, and I think they're just gonna, because they're so fast, they're just gonna rout off straight away with 30 models left. That really makes me tilted. But anyways, all the way at distance, I have some units coming back, and these Sentinels are escorting those Doomfire Warlocks outside the map. We have the Sentinels here, we have 2 more infantry units about to get in here, and Malakas is looking to do another 1-2 combo, the dive, but that's a fat spirish casted onto him. And then I think this is a trap, because you don't really want to dive into these many Sentinels because they have a lot of reach, and once they got surrounded you because they are so fast, there's no coming back. As you can see here, Malakas is having a world of trouble here. Oh, that's a big attack, which is nice. But he's taking so much damage. And the Witch King is about to die, I believe. I'm basically trying to maneuver a little bit because I don't want to get casted the Soul Stealer again. There you go. Malakas got killed. But these Sisters of Slaughters are no joke. I really need to be more careful because they can do a lot of hurt. And here, Beastman actually swarmed this flank of Dark Elves. And I still have 3 Sentinels with throwing axes and these Sentinel Grey Weapon units currently catch those Code 1 Chariots, which is nice. And Sentinels think that they are winning, which is awesome. And this brave shaman of Death actually got himself in a very tight situation here, because these spears, when in such a tight formation, they can hold your chariots, and if you're not paying attention, like here, you're just gonna get killed, and there's not much you can do. Even though I gave the command to move away, but I think it's a bit too late. I even dived Kazarak back, but still not gonna save him. These sisters are getting sandwiched down, but look at them. They are fighting 3 units, and they think they are winning. Amazing, amazing stuff. But these Gorhers finally about to do some job against this blob. Ooh, yes, yes. Dive into the back. There you go. Alright, let's see these Gorhers. They're gonna do a lot of her, by the way. They're no joke. And now they're diving back onto these system of slaughters, throwing axes all the way in the distance. Sentinels coming back in, and we got a Pyrrhic victory. So I think Malakas did fantastic, because he actually casted 2 big fat Soul Stealer onto my Sentinel blob, and this is why sometimes my macro needs to be more on point. I actually need to split a little bit against Malakas. I don't really want to put everything on a big group and then just macro them at, like all in one group. I think at least split them into 2 groups would be much better in favor of Sentinel throwing axis play. And I think the flaw for my opponent in this game was diving Malakas like just a little bit too greedy about the dragon, because the second time when it dives in, there was no support, and it was quite a distance between the infantry and himself. That's why he actually got surrounded and just died there. Had him not do that, I think this would be a much more close game. And I enjoy playing this game, and I enjoy casting it. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. Warhammer signing off.